Hello Aquarius, hello, how are you doing? This is Marta with Universal Power Tarot, and these messages we bring you today are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. Hello, how is everyone doing? I received interesting messages for you before starting this reading. So I was receiving, first of all, round. They gave me round, then they gave me circle. Then I saw the serpent that's biting its own tail. So in terms of, closing out a cycle. Excuse me, and then later said closing out a cycle of energetic blockages, which is always a really cool thing if that happens, or when that happens, and diligent work. So what my takeaway here is, first of all, you've worked quite diligently, Aquarius, to be closing out one chapter of your life, one specific life cycle, and they're just giving me, this could be as long as 20 or in some cases even 40-year cycle. That they're also mentioning the 11-year cycle here. Interesting. So take it as it resonates. And so something that's fairly long, but once you do, like, it's complete, which is incredible because it takes such a long time, right? And for us as humans, it's really hard to be able to take track of that, right? I mean, 20 years or 40 years, that's a really long time. You lose track, but you'll feel it once it happens, or you'll feel it 1000%, because you all of a sudden, despite, it's like overnight success is what this feels like almost, but this isn't overnight success because you've been working at it for 40 years, for 20 years, for 11 years, for the past 11 years. So this isn't overnight success. It may seem like that to other people, or all of a sudden you're showing up as this new person, Aquarius, but indeed you put in the work. So these shifts can be so drastic and so life-altering, but in the most positive sense, where you'll have a hard time recognizing who you are because the change is so fast, I want to say. So either this already has happened or it is about to happen somewhere along those lines. And it is a really good thing because it is what you've been working towards for a very long time. So it's not something that you don't want. It's a change that you've wanted for a very, very long time. And here it is. So this is so cool. And it is happening because you worked so much, like diligently on it is what they said, okay? So let's have a look into your cards, Aquarius, to confirm or to see whatever else wants to come out. Of course, to encourage, elevate, and empower you on your personal and spiritual growth journey. As soon as I finish the Pisces reading, by the way, as I was saying goodbye to Pisces, something hopped onto my lap and it was the cat. So he's here now with me, and he's gonna be in your reading. He's chilling. He's so super cute. Oh my god, so cute. So he's here with us. Usually cats, that to me is a strong connection to Egypt. Could also be, protective energies. Cats are really good in clearing out any stuck energies in homes, for example, because they literally go anywhere and jump on stuff. And they see stuff too. So we'll see. Okay, we'll see what wants to come through. For Aquarius, please, what do they need to know? This one, no. This one, yes. What do they need to know, please, right now? What is most, this one, yes. Ooh, wow. Like this, yeah. They have justice, the one I can see already, but it's reversed. Usually I don't read reversals, not in that sense, but in this sense they want me to have it like this, and the reason is her, because she's more prominent. So there seems to be a shadow aspect that is more prominent, but in a really good, yes, I love this. This is what was just described to you, Aquarius. So that is that part of yourself that you've been working on for such a long time that is now rising to the surface, and that could have been a shadow aspect that was in a quote-unquote negative expression. So you didn't have a handle on it, it just did what it wanted, and all of a sudden it is here to serve you. But because you befriended it, you brought it back on board. And that would also reflect, if this is a project we're talking about, it's growing out of the ground, okay? And it's literally starting all of a sudden to blossom right in front of your eyes. And they're literally showing me a plant that is growing, and all of a sudden it has fruits. You haven't checked in a while maybe, and all of a sudden there it is. Or you've been, checking in every day, and all of a sudden overnight, the fruits are there. But you definitely put in the effort. Some of you are seeing the 444 quite a bit. Look that up, what that means for you. It also means being in touch with your light and your dark side here for sure, 1000%. One of the cups here, because this is like and this is almost reversing physical laws because they can't hang up like this. Well, they could if they become balloons. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that is interesting because usually it would be like this. So they're hanging down because they're heavy, right? And one of them is black, has a black thing, and the other one has a white thing. It's actually the other way around, but doesn't matter. So this is like the scales of justice. Now, when we're turning it around, all of a sudden this becomes very light. So there's a high likelihood that your life, your feeling of life is becoming a lot more light for some reason, when maybe the past 20, 40 years have not been the easiest to go through. All of a sudden this shift is occurring, and they're telling me as well that this is often happening around the age of 40, 50, where life has a shift. Could potentially also be in late 30s for you here, Aquarius, but there's a shift, almost like a magnetic shift. Something's turning around. They're giving me this, like from one thing to the next, where things look a lot differently. Or maybe you've had trouble speaking out for yourself, setting boundaries, and all of a sudden she's here, and it's no more nice person. I mean, you still are, but you also know how to set boundaries and set them very directly because you're loyal to yourself first, and you don't care so much anymore about social norms. If someone crosses you or comes at you the wrong way, you will let them know quickly. So that's kind of like what I'm saying, but effortlessly, because this shadow aspect of yourself is now integrated and is now working with you in these situations. So the other one can hang back and relax. I'm almost getting the sense of healthy feminine, healthy masculine, where the masculine, and by the way, we all have those energies internally. So it's like your healthy masculine is there to protect and provide for you, so the feminine can hang back and be relaxed and be creative and be nurturing, you know. So this is quite interesting because things seem to be coming into balance, and therefore it seems to elevate and it seems to become a lot more light. Interesting. And that's the thing with the circle too, the roundness. I was feeling something is complete. Something is complete or is about to be completed. Three of Wands, that's the one I had already pulled for you. Is actually before the Justice card. So Justice is in the middle. Or however this unfolds. I don't know if we'll be pulling a third card over here. We'll see. Some of you recently gotten a tattoo. This is very specific, but let this be confirmation. Or you want one, you're going to get one soon. Same dots. The same dots that are on the surfboard, and they're white, are reflected here in this bowl. That is significant to me as well. This means more lightness, more fun energies with the Three of Wands. Obviously, with the Three of Wands, she's also waiting right there for the right wave. You know, you're good. You did all the work. Again, diligent work that you already put in. You did all the work. You're just waiting for the big thing to come in. It is coming in. Like, there's no doubt about it. Like I told you, but it will be almost like a surprise for you here, Aquarius. And then you'll be seeing it. It is there. It's like almost like an overnight thing is what I'm perceiving here. All of a sudden it is here and you're just like, yes, like amazing. How cool is this? And it has this surprise element, but in a really, really good way. This one, no. This one, yes. Two of Pentacles. Interesting. That balancing thing, that's, but also the lighter, yes. I see this very different today because I see this as, you know, as an addition to the Justice card that has the number 2, by the way, and the Two of Pentacles here, because this one's floating and it's white also, versus this one you're about to set down. I feel like it's very interesting because it's like, no, I'm no longer interested in that. Like, that has served its purpose. Round again, that has served its purpose. So why carry it around any longer? It could also, it definitely, that's a card of finding balance. And I feel like you're closing something out here for good, for good. It's almost like that thing's going to carry you elsewhere. Like it becomes this balloon kind of thing, like a hot air balloon. That's what I'm seeing this as. And it's just carrying you. But it's a really good thing. It's carrying you to somewhere else that is more beneficial for you right now, because you gotten everything out of that situation, out of those circumstances, and there's nothing more to be had, you know, except for, cool, we're done here. That said, you know, whatever needs to happen has happened. And so we're going to lighter energies here, which is beautiful. More of those? No. Really beautiful. Let me see. No, yes. Okay. Gateway of light activation. Sorry, if I'm about to sneeze, it could happen like quickly, but somehow I feel a little bit triggered over here. Coffee. Are you kind of goofy? I like funny people. I kind of gotten the image of you like funny people, or maybe you yourself have quite the humor on you here, Aquarius. I hope I don't keep calling you Pisces. If I do, I apologize. Often happens that the reading I just did before. I'm with you, Aquarius, though. Okay, let's see what we have for you. This one, yeah, okay. So you have the Venusian Galactic Council. This is so light. There's so much about light, the increase of light. Could also have to do with the solar eclipse, total solar eclipse. That was massive. So the energies that came down there were no joke. A lot of us have felt it physically so strongly, and it may have taken some of us out, literally, like not being able to do anything. Like energetically, it's so drastic. But now again, but it served to rid you of shadow, to or not to rid you, to integrate that shadow, to have a look at it and then to integrate it and let go of anything that no longer serves 100%. So we have the Venusian Galactic Council, star being guides, answer the call and time to shine. So this is really strong. There's a trinity, interesting, trinity of star beings. Very interesting. Getting that right, that really strong rainbow light. If you've ever encountered light beings, that's exactly what it is. Light being, literally filled with light. It can be a quite overwhelming experience, like when you have that. It's really beautiful, and it would feel familiar. It wouldn't feel like, you know, like you have never met them or never worked with them, because this is really quite familiar. Venusian is obviously planet Venus, and that's, you know, love, the feminine energies here. And it feels like the feminine aspect is bathed in it, while the masculine aspect is standing watch. So part of yourself can easily hang back and relax in those energies, and the other ones are kind of here to shelter. That's interesting. Read this, yes. So star being guides, answer the call, time to shine. I think you would be answering the call here because you're waiting for something. You're already there, like you're fully prepped and ready to go. You're just waiting on this wave to come in, on this change to come in, on this circle to close out. Very interesting. Let me see. So 162. Okay. The Venusians are advanced cosmic beings similar to angels who come to the planet Venus. They are our starry ancestors and are dedicated to helping us experience and embody divine love. There are millions of them, and many of us will have them working with us as guides, so you would know them. They're like friends. If you feel drawn to this information or strongly connected to the stars or star people, there is a good chance that there are many extraterrestrial beings around you at this time, Aquarius, many of whom will be connected to the Venusian Galactic Council. Governed by Lady Venus and Sanat Kumara, the Venusian Galactic Council is a divine board of directors who are responsible for recruiting lightworkers and leaders on Earth who have the potential to make a huge difference by following the call of their soul. When they come to us, it's an honor and an opportunity to be reminded of a connection that was active before we came into this incarnation. There's no set of way of working with the Venusians, but they will contact us in dreams or meditation to share information that will support us on our journey. They often send spiritual downloads in thought forms or understandings. Dreams about flying or being in space are other ways in which they will come through to us. That's it. Beautiful. Yeah, so take the time to connect. If you're interested, there was a similar message also to take the time and connect in the Pisces reading, if you feel drawn to it as well. But this is quite significant. So if you're waiting on this anyways to come in, just sit down and listen to the messages, heed the messages, whatever that means. Heed or heed the messages. I need to look that up, what that means. So if you would like to follow us over to Patreon, I feel like there's something going on at the sides over here. I'm very curious to pull more cards. If you are too and would like to know more Aquarius, be my guest. It's $11.11 a month. So it's good for the whole month and good for everything that was already created. So yeah, there's also, oh yeah, I feel drawn to tell you this. There's a light workers pick a card over there too, and also which type of light worker you are. So that might be really interesting for you to look at. There's a collection that I did, so you can easily find it. If you're interested in that, that will be unlocked with this as well, with the extended, and you can cancel it anytime, by the way. So now, coming back to this, I hope this was helpful to you and or insightful, and see you next time or over on Patreon. Much love, light, and shadow to you, my dear Aquarius. Bye.